Hey guys, Sarneza here, and today I'm going to be doing part 2 of this. And for the people last time, I forgot to mention this. I'm going to use some of the details from the YouTuber that you said. Not all of it though. I'm going to use some of it, enough to where I can make my own story out of it. Which I already got an idea for it. So let's continue. And for the thing that's stopping Isuku from using the hockey to its full potential, it's some type of disease, it's some type of infection that All Might pretty much carried to him. And Inko pretty much made it worse. Because later on, the infection is gonna fully start taking effect. Which Suku, for him to delay the full effect of this infection, he needs a certain type of. He needs to find a certain type of flower. But he won't be able to find it until his infection truly starts. So yeah, but if he ever gets this infection completely removed from his body, he can use hockey to its full power. So yeah, he can get the king's version of hockey, of the black hockey. So yeah, the right outline, yeah, he can get that if his infection is completely gone. And what this infection will do if it fully start when it's fully active, it will start covering some type of red vines will start covering Izuku's arms, and then and then his legs, and then finally his head, and wrap around all around his body, and pretty much just make it so he can't move at all. That's what it'll do if he allows it to do it. But if he's able to delay it, it'll. If he uses a certain type of flower, he will be able to make it not do that for at least 5 years. So yeah. And we continue off where we left off, and yeah, Shuko wakes up. You know, when I was saying Sith, yes, last time, it's actually called a scabbard. So yeah, so last time when you hear me say Sith, I meant scabbard. So yeah, imagine I just said scabbard that whole time lap in the first part. We see him wake up and grab this one. Eventually, this will break, but he'll still have pieces of the sword. And it'll take a crazy strong strike against this sword to break it. Like, strong. This the strike against this sword is gonna have to be stronger than the material of the sword. So yeah, it's gonna. And yeah. So we see Izuku wake up, grab his big sword, and watch a UA. So yeah. When he gets there, yeah, everybody's just staring at him because, well, for one, he's wearing that. And for two, Yeah, everybody was staring at him because, well, he's wearing that. And yeah, I don't remember if I said this last time or not, but yeah, Aries, Aries origin, yeah, it ain't gonna be that. It's gonna be completely different, and you'll love it because yeah, I'm making my ship of my own, which is Suku and AOC I thought of. So yeah, and this person's work will kind of make sense with what Aerie does. So yeah, when it's so when Suku's there, yeah, everybody's confused and weird and but like, is he allowed to have a sword here? Because yeah, they see pretty much a giant sword, on Suku's back. So yeah, they're just like, what the hell? And yeah, Suku walking into class 1A, and yeah, like, you're not allowed to have a sword here, blah blah blah. And yeah, Suku would just be like, you are a fool. Yeah, Suku would just say that and just walk to his seat and just sit down. And yeah, then Aizawa would come in and say his same thing. And yeah, Suku would just stand up. And yeah, most of his life, Suku will have that face. And yeah, he will barely talk to anyone, but he will mostly talk to my OC, which I've created just for Suku to have some, just for this. So yeah. And I'm gonna say, if I didn't. So, okay. No. And yeah, we just see. And we see. Quenzel in a corner. In a back corner of the room. No, pretty much right behind Izuku. Because, well, whoever was. I'm gonna say. Manette is not even in that classroom. Because, why the. Because, first off, how the heck did he even get into UA? It's stupid. It's crazy stupid. So, yeah. Instead of Manette being there, it's Quenzel. And yeah, her seat was right behind Izuku. So, yeah. Quenzel and Izuku are right near each other, so this will work perfectly in my favor. Yeah, Suku's already liking him. So yeah, and we see Zuko just stand up and just walk straight towards the men's room, the men's changing room. And I'm gonna say one of the girls was a perv, not Quenzel, someone else. I'm gonna say Uraraka because yeah, she's gonna be way less of a perv than Madame, but still a perv. So yeah, she would go the peep through the hole, but then yeah, then she would just see an eye looking straight back at her, looking very angry. And yeah, she'd be like, yeah. and pretty much just jump away from the hole. And yeah, they Araka only saw the emerald version of Hawkeye's eye. Because if I remember correctly, I made Suku's Hawkeye with an emerald look. So yeah, Suku is just angry because of that, and yeah. Suku just like... Sorry about that interruption. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah. Suku got angry because one of the girls wanted to be pervy. And yeah, Suku knows which eye that was because yeah. No, actually he knows exactly who that was. Because yeah. It's a brown eye and he's he's pretty much looked at everybody's eyes at least once, so he can easily recognize each eye easily. So yeah, he knew immediately it was Araka's eye. So yeah, he'll just be like, he pretty much just like, so yeah, he'll just finish changing and just go outside. And yeah, Quintel was just like, And yeah, she would. All the girls would walk out, and yeah, they would just see it. So yeah, they would just see Suku and in the UA uniforms, and yeah, some of them would nosebleed. So yeah, some of their nose would bleed. And yeah, Quintel like, And yeah, Suku would just, when Aizawa would say, first person that got first place, walk forward. And yeah, Paul goes about to walk forward, but then Suku would just put one step forward. And like, Zoro Mihawk. Throw this, going, and yeah, Paul goes like, what? Yeah. Aizawa would throw the ball towards Suku, and yeah. And remember, half of Zuko's face is covered by his hair. Yeah, half of his face is covered by his hair. No, wait, no, not half of it is covered by his hair. It's covered by a eye patch. Yeah, it's covered by an eye patch. So yeah, Zuko just... And yeah, Aizawa made it so it would go onto Zuko's blind side. And Zuko would just grab it easily, like he saw it coming. Yeah, Aizawa was like, Just to a mental note of that, and yeah, Aizawa was like, okay, go into the circle and throw the ball as far as you can without getting out of the circle. And yeah, Zuko just like, and just walk into the circle and get ready. He would use his hockey, and then he wouldn't using his hockey wouldn't do anything. So yeah, he wouldn't. Zuko would just start spinning, really fast in the circle. And then once he got to his top speed, he would just throw as hard as possible. And it would get infinity because he was going so fast. And yeah, he was actually making a tiny tornado around him. Around himself. So yeah. Pretty much everyone's shocked. And yeah. Yeah, and Bakugo would say his same stuff, and yeah. Before Aizawa couldn't even do anything, Suku would just turn his head and just use his Conqueror Honkies directly at him. You know, Bakugo would get straight on his knees because, yeah, he couldn't handle. Suku just made his Conqueror Honky he only wanted his Conqueror Honky to make Bakugo fall to his knees, but not knock him out. So yeah, and everybody else wasn't unaffected because yeah, Suku didn't have it on a wall, didn't make an AoE Conqueror's Hockey version of it. He just made it a direct version of it, a direct attack version of it. So yeah, it was only aimed for Bakugo. So yeah, Aizawa looks around like, what the hell you do? Yeah, Suku like, yeah, Suku didn't stop using his Conqueror Hockey and just look at Aizawa and just like, and just walk back to where he was. And yeah, they all did the test, and yeah, Kunso wanted to talk to him after his skill. So yeah, when they finished when school was over, yeah, he started walking back to his cabin, and then he would hear, "Hey, wait up!" And yeah, when he would turn around, he would see Quenzel, and yeah. Basically, he left after he saw Quenzel. He kind of let his serious face. He pretty much removed his serious face and made his face normal again. After pretty much a long time of. So yeah. Hi, I'm Quenzel. How about you? Yeah. She would just say, Zoro, Mihawk. And yeah, you wanna hang out later? And yeah. No, she'd be like, do you wanna hang out? And yeah. She would be like, He would just nod his head at yes, and yeah, she'd be like, where do you wanna go? And yeah. Suku would just like, He would just, and they would still be walking, and Suku would just put his hand on his chin and just scratch her for a little bit. We'll just start thinking. He would think of all the places that he knows of in the city and outside of it. And I'm gonna say it. Suku and Quenzel both know sign language. Because, yeah. Suku thinks that sign language could be useful. Yeah, Quenzel did it for someone. And he would just like, yeah, he would say, I'm gonna say there was like a festival. I'm gonna say there was like a festival in town, in the city, and he would just point to to a billboard that showed the that showed that the that showed the place he thought of. And yeah, she would look out there and read it and be like, okay, why not? And yeah, they would go there and yeah, they would have a good time. Then yeah, and she like, and it was close to nightfall, and she like, right now, and yeah, and I'm gonna say her parents. I'm gonna say she was abandoned as well. Well, she was abandoned. And she's been living in orphanages for a while. And then she found a old building. And she lived in that. Yeah. He would just say, he would just ask in sign language, where do you live? And yeah. And yeah, she would just say in sign language, I live in an abandoned house. And yeah. She would just say, he would just say, come to my house. And yeah, she'd be like, are you sure? And yeah. He would just nod. And she'd be like, okay, where is it? And yeah. She would just point towards the forest. And yeah, she'd be like, oh, there? And yeah. He would just nod and be like, and he would just grab her hand and just. And yeah, he would just grab her hand and pretty much just go through the forest. And yeah. Gwenzel was kind of blushing because yeah, she hasn't felt this in a while, so yeah. And yeah, when they get to the cabin, yeah, once they get there, she would just, yeah, she would start speaking again and be like, this is my cabin. Yeah, she's like, it's nice. Yeah, you would just say thank you. And yeah, it would go inside. And yeah, she would like, whoa, it's pretty. Because yeah, it is pretty in her eyes. And yeah, Suku. And yeah, then Suku just placed his sword, his big sword, on a sword holder above a shrine of Mihawk. Because yeah, that's the only way he thinks he'll remember him. If he has something to remember him by. And yeah. And yeah, when she saw the sign, she was like, what's that? Yeah. She would just say, the only person I saw as a father. And yeah, she'd be like, oh, where is he? Yeah. He would just have a little bit of sad face and be like, he's gone. And yeah, she'd be like, gone how? And yeah. He would just say, gone 6 feet under. And yeah, she'd be like, oh, I'm sorry. And yeah, you're like, it's fine, you didn't know. And yeah, it's like, now, you would just like, now, tell me a little bit about yourself. And yeah, He would sit on a couch that Zuko has in there, and yeah, she would tell him about herself, and yeah, she would also do the same thing. And she would be able to do something that only Mihawk was able to do before. Make him laugh. And yeah. And after, and yeah, she saw, yeah, when Suku was done laughing, she saw him just touch his face. And yeah, she'll be, girl, are you okay? And yeah, it's like, I'm fine, it's just, I haven't laughed in a long time. He's like, oh, yes. She'll be like, yeah. You know, she'll be, I should be going now. And yeah, he, he'll just quickly grab her wrist and be like, I'm not allowing you to go back into that abandoned building. So you're staying here tonight. And yeah, she'll be like, and yeah, she'll be like, would you rather get sick or at least get some actual sleep? Because you could have gotten because you could get rabies if you gotten bitten by a rat there. And yeah, she's like, fine. And yeah, she was blushing. And yeah, Suku knew exactly why she was blushing, but he didn't care. And yeah, she was just like, so, want the bed or the couch? And yeah, she's like, bed? And yeah, she was like, alright then. Come on then. And yeah, she's like, where are you gonna sleep? And yeah, she was like, right with you. Yeah. She's like, and yeah, she started to get red, and yeah, she was like, we're only gonna share the bed. That's it. And yeah, then she would get into the bed. And yeah, she would fall asleep. Then yeah, she would fall asleep. Yeah, and before he fell asleep, he made sure she was alright. And yeah, she saw she was perfectly fine, and yeah, she would just went to sleep. Yeah, then the next morning, Quenzel heard slashing noises. Yeah, and she's got out of bed and walked outside. Well, got dressed and walked outside to see Suku training with these three, training with each of his swords. This one the most, but these three the second amount. She would see the sword in his hands while the other three on his side. Yeah, she was like, Joe, what are you doing? Yeah, he's like, I'm trying to keep my skills up. Yeah, she's like, oh, okay. And yeah, now I'm gonna, and yeah, she was like, and yeah, she was like, I do have one question though. Quinzel. Yeah, she's like, yes, and he's like, do you have a quirk? And yeah, she's like, yeah, and yeah, she's like, what is it? And yeah, you would tell her. She would tell him, and it is this. basically she has a dragon form. And she breathes fire. No, she wouldn't breathe. No, she doesn't breathe fire. She breathes dark energy. So yeah, she breathes some type of dark energy, which will help Zuko in the future. Yeah, Zuko just like, how about I help you train you to get better at that? And yes, but really? And yes, like, yes. Tell me how exactly you're supposed to use that form. Yeah, then she would tell him, and yeah, she was like, perfect. I know exactly how to help you. And yeah, she's like, you do? And yeah, it's like, yes. Oh, and also, she can also harden her dragon scales. Which, yeah, she has dragon scales. So yeah, Zuko just like, yes. Now, come on. Let's get started. And yeah. And this would be like 3 hours before UA would start. Class hours would start. So yeah, 3 hours later, they're in class. They're going to They're starting to watch UA. Wait, yeah. And a second before class would start, a second before the bell would ring, Shiku and Quenja would get into the classroom. Yeah, then the bell would ring and they would both get into their seats. And yeah, they would go on. Now we're gonna skip. Well, no, we're gonna skip to the end of that day because, yeah, I don't need to say anything about that day. Well, actually, no, I would. I would say, okay, Jay, yeah. Zuko would start hearing thuds, like pretty much just hearing heavy footsteps. And yeah, Cornzel ain't really a fan of All Might because yeah, Zuko did tell her his full backstory, all of his past. So, and to begin with, she didn't even like All Might. But now she slightly hates him. No, she hates him now because yeah, he did that to his own son, and yeah, she also knows that he's quirkless. And yeah, she did ask about the hockey, but about that. Actually, no, she won't because she doesn't even know that because yeah, that's one of the only things he's not gonna tell her yet. But he will eventually. So yeah, Suku would just be, yeah, then Oma would be like, coming through the door like a normal person. And yeah, everybody except Quinzel and Suku would just be like, oh my god, it's All Might. Blah, 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 blah. And yeah, Suku and Quinzel would just be staring, looking at All Might. Just look at All Might for a second, and then just look back at Aizawa. And yeah, everybody, yeah, pretty much everyone like, what? But this is All Might. And yeah, Suku would just be like, I don't give a damn. Pretty just thinking that, and yeah, Quintel's thinking the same exact thing, pretty much. All Might would say the same thing, but yeah. Quintel's outfit and, well, yeah, Quintel's outfits is this. And yeah, when, this is what Quintel's outfit is gonna look like. So yeah. And Suku, this is what Suku's costume is. Yeah, that's what it is. So yeah, when Suku and Quinzel come out, yeah, the girl nosebleed towards Suku. Yeah, when Quinzel comes over, Quinzel's like, well, Suku, no, he's like, well, Zoro. She's like, wow, Zoro, that's a really nice costume. And yeah, no, she's like, that's a really nice outfit. And yeah, you're like, thank you. Yours is as well. And yeah. Yeah, pretty much. And yeah, I'm making Uraraka the per of the class, so yeah. Uraraka's like, I want that one. Like, ooh, no, I want that one. Ooh, that one. Pretty much, yeah, she's pretty much meta, but cool down to amount. So yeah, she'll still want to date very hot people, but yeah, she will never get Tsuku or Zoro, because yeah, my ship is already rolling. No, my ship is already getting set. So yeah. And then yeah, All Might would show the same. Yeah, and when All Might came, he would, oh yeah, great costumes. Yeah, when he saw the Suki's costume, he, I swear, but okay, but yeah, yeah. And instead of Uraraka and Zuku, it's gonna be Quinzel and Izuku. And pretty much all the girls are like, oh man, I want to be on the team. But Uraraka the most, because yeah, she is hungry. And hungry in a different sense. So yeah. Sugu, and yeah. When Sugu heard that he's gonna be teamed up with Quinzel, Sugu was like, huh. I guess that's some more time for us to get along. I guess. And yeah. She's like, yeah. And yeah. Then they would go into the building, and yeah, she's like, okay, so what's the plan? And yeah, Sugu was like, okay, well, you transform and go search for the bomb while I take care of Bakugo. And yeah, Suku only has his one big sword, because yeah, once not finally breaks, he's gonna switch to his 3 swords. Because he pretty much made him thought of that himself. So yeah. And yeah, Sue's I heard Bakugo's going like, take her, because yeah, he's still like that. She would like, now, yeah, she would transform and go out of the building and go straight. And yeah, when she's transformed, her sense of smell is doubled. And her passive senses before she transformed is 4 times greater than a normal human senses. All of them are heightened by 4, but once she turns into a dragon, they go up by another 4. So yeah, basically double the amount of her senses originally are heightened. and her strength, speed, and durability is 2 times better than in normal humans when she's in her original form. But once she turns into a dragon, it goes double that. So yeah. The moment Baki would turn a corner and try to do an explosion on Zuko, yeah, Zuko would just do a front flip over him, and then he use his foot and kick him in the neck, making him immediately knocked out. Yeah, then he would put the capture tape on him. Yeah, some people like. Yeah, Hiroshima is like, well, that is not manly. Yeah, Hiroshima thinks that fighting fairly is manly. But yeah, Suku does not care about someone being manly. He just cares if they're a worthy opponent. If they're not, he will finish them quickly. Or not even waste his time on them. But if he has to waste his time on them, he will finish them off very fast. Once he pretty much did with Bakugo. So yeah. And he would hear through the, yeah, pretty much, you would hear from Quenzel, sir, I found the bomb, and eat it. Yeah, you're like, good. Just make sure you're hidden away. And yeah, she would be like, okay, sir, and yeah, she would hide. And yeah, when people would know that someone's pretty much hiding, then once you got there, you're like, Quenzel, where are you? And yeah, she's like, I'm over here. And yeah, she would look over to his left and find her behind a pillar. And yeah, she was like, okay, here's the plan. I kick down the door, and he'll probably immediately try to kick me. Then I'll make it look like I'm on the defensive. Then you fly towards the bomb. And the moment he tries to get towards you, I'll grab him and throw him to a different side. And yeah, like, okay, and then that's exactly what happens. And yeah, he's like, well, when Shu gets on the door, would immediately try to kick him. So we just go on the defensive. And then Quenzel would go straight for the bomb. Would try to kick her. And then Shu would grab him by the collar of his armor and throw him to a wall. When hit it, it would make the crater. And people, they would like, the students watching pretty much everyone that was watching the fight would be like, holy crap. And then Quenzel would touch the ball, and All Might would say, through his teeth, hero teams win. And Quenzel would just fly to Zuko and be like, well, Zuko, no, she wouldn't say Zuko, she would say Zoro. Wow, Zoro, that was great. And she would be like, I know. And and that was because we worked together. Like, unlike some idiots in our class. She would scratch her head and be like, yeah, some idiots. And she would be like, now let's get back. I was like, oh, speaking of which, he would grab pull him off the wall, and turn around and drop him. And yeah, Ida would still be awake, and yeah, like, yeah, like, yeah, she would just like, come on, get up. And yeah, like, you shouldn't be doing, you shouldn't have done that. And yeah, she would like, what else did you expect me to do? Punch you in the stomach? Or like your leg? Or allow you to do that? And yeah, would just like, yeah, that, yeah, I'd rather not have my leg broken. Yeah, like, that's what I thought. Now, come on. Now let's grab your perfume of a teammate. Yeah, and then you would grab Bagu and just give him to Ida and like, take him to the nursing room. And yeah, Ida would do that. Because yeah, Bagu is in a condition where he won't wake up for a day. Well, for the rest of that thing. Yeah, and everyone else's would go to Cannon. Oh yeah, Uraka would be in the team that was supposed to be in. So yeah. Yeah, then that's the end of the day, and yeah, Quintel's about to go to them in the house, but then Zuko would grab her shoulder and be like, come on. Yeah, she's like, oh, come on. And yeah, Zuko would be like, no. Just no. And yeah. And the clock, and yeah. And pretty much everyone that's in class 1 would be like, what the hell? And yeah, then we just see Super just dragging, her by her shoulder. Pretty much just dragging her like that. And yeah, and her looking defeated. And yeah, like, what's going on? And yeah, Baku's like, yeah, Charoki is gonna start putting the pieces together. It's gonna start to, because yeah, Charoki is pretty much one of the only people who's gonna like. You can actually talk to more. Yeah. And then Charoki gives off the aura of someone that's not had the didn't had a dad that didn't act as a dad. So yeah, that's pretty much gonna be one of the only boys that he's going to talk to normally. The others, he's just gonna pretty much just stay away from them. Mario, yeah, he might talk to him. Big 3, yeah, he might talk to those people, but not a lot more than Todoroki or Quinzel. Everyone else in Class 1A, yeah, he's gonna just avoid them. So yeah, Todoroki's like, yeah. Todoroki actually wants to hang out with Suku this time. Actually wants to know more about Suku's, well, Zoro, as they know him as. So yeah. So like, yeah, Shoto was like, hey, Mihawk, and yeah. Suku would just turn his sights slightly, like, he'd like, can I come with? Yeah. Suku would like, sure, why not? Come on, before I leave you behind. And yeah, all of the students actually surprised that Shoto's actually wanting to do something with someone. And yeah, got a few minutes later, they get to his cabin. And yeah, Shoto like, you live here? Yeah, Zuko like, yes. Now, just because you have a better house than mine doesn't mean I actually don't know how to take care of myself. Got it? Yeah, Suru said that in an angry tone because if someone is rich and pretty much doesn't cares for what the house actually looks like, he will hate them. Yeah, he does not care if you're rich or have a good home. He will beat you up if you pretty much ask for it. And yeah. Or if you get in his way, yeah, he'll beat you up. Or possibly kill you. That is less likely to happen other than him punching the heck out of you. So yeah. Drunk would be like, oh, no. I was just wondering. Yeah, he was like, good. Yeah, and yeah, Quenzo, after a few minutes of them walking earlier, she finally started walking. Yeah, Suku was just like, alright, Quenzel, you want to rest or do you want to continue training on your quirk? And yeah, she's like, I want to rest a little bit before we do that. It's like, alright then, go rest. And yeah, Shoto was like, but yeah, so he was like, so why did you want to come with me? Why to tag along? Yeah, like, honestly, I want to know more about you. Yeah, she was like, well, first let me know a little bit more about you. I want to know the real you, not the one in the shell. And yeah, Toro can be like, huh? And yeah, she was like, you're in some type of you're in a mental shell, pretty much, and that's right now that's all I see, a shell around a person, and I want to know the real you. Now, come on, let's sit down and talk. And yeah, then Boo and Shiku and Jojo would walk into the house and sit down and talk about each other. His past. Yeah, Taro would tell Suku's his past, and yeah, Suku would just like, that's real funny. And that your father wanted you to pretty much wanted your only goal to be defeating All Might or surpassing him. And yeah, or like, what do you mean? And yeah, she would like, well, I'm gonna tell you something. That All Might had 2 children. And yeah, Taro gave like, what? And yeah, she was like, yeah. And one of them is me. And yeah, Shoto like, well, what the fuck? Yeah, she was like, yeah. Well, I don't see him as a father. I haven't been in that house I haven't been in All Might's household in years. And the person I see as a father is right over there, and he would point to the shrine, and yeah, Shoto would just like he would look at it for a few seconds, and yeah, he would he would immediately be like, "Is he?" And yeah, she was like, "Yeah, he's gone." Sadly, but anyway, now to tell you my story. Yeah, and he would tell him his story. And yeah, Shoto would be like, "Dang, so you don't have a quirk?" And yeah, she would be like, "No, I do not." It yeah, she would just be like, also, and yeah, he did tell Shoto in yeah. So yeah, now Shoto knows pretty much all that Suku know about Mihawk, which was almost everything. So yeah, Shoto's like, wow. So where this person that you actually saw as dead was younger. He was in the era of pirates. And yeah, so we were like, yeah, and yeah. Shoto was like, wow. And yeah, he also told Todoroki about the devil fruits, and yeah, Shoto was like, wow. Have you ever eaten a devil fruit, Zoro? And yeah, Shoto was like, no, I have not, and I don't think I will, ever, because of the one drawback. And yeah, Shoto was like, and what is that? And yeah, you were like, the moment you eat one, you lose the ability to swim. Even if you, whether or not you already knew how to swim, you immediately lose it. And yeah, Shoto like, oh, dang, that's one drawback. And yeah, Shoto like, yeah. And I am not allowed. And if I ever find a devil fruit, I'm keeping them safe, so no one has the power to use them. And yeah, Shoto like, that's a good idea. Yeah, Shoto like, I know. And so far I only found one, which is on the island Mihawk lived on. Yeah. Shoto like, oh, okay, and yeah. Yeah, then later in that day, Shoto left. And then Suku, yeah. And Suku walked towards Quinzel, and she was training her quirk. And yeah. Suku would just be like, alright, Quinzel, kind of help you with your quirk. And yeah, she's like, oh, okay. And yeah. Yeah, then when the sun started coming down, they went back inside, and yeah, Quinzel would, before they went into the house, well, Zugu and Quin's, Zugu cabin is near a waterfall, so yeah, both a small waterfall, Zugu's cabin is right nearby a small waterfall that Zugu can use as a shower, so yeah. Quinzel would, both Zugu and Quinzel would go there, and yeah, they would take a shower. Zugu waiting for Quinzel to be done, and yeah, he's not looking. He's just turning around with his eyes closed. And yeah, and once she's done, she'll be like, I'm done. And yeah, he'd be like, the towel wrapped around you. He's like, she was like, yes, and he's like, alright then, it's my turn. Then he would turn around, look in his eyes, and go to take a shower. And she would try not to look, but the moment she did look, Sugu already had a towel wrapped around him, and he was done. And Sugu was like, At least you resist temptation to do it. And she's like, what? And she's like, you were tempted to look at me, weren't you? She's like, yeah. And it's like, yeah, that's what I thought. And when he's at his cabin, he has his eye patch removed. So both Todoroki and Shoto as what happened to his eye. And he would only tell Quinzel what happened to his eye. So she's like, oh, so I guess he had to do it. And she was like, yes, but I didn't have to do it, but it was worth it. And she's like, oh, okay. And then we get to the day of the Yoshe, and Suku and Quinzel will be going, both of you going, when they're on the bus going to USJ, Quinzel and Suku are sitting right next to each other. And Todoroki would be right behind them. Because Suku's starting up. It's pretty much gonna only have Quinzel and Todoroki as friends. But eventually, Quinzel as more than friends. So and pretty much everyone except Todoroki and Quinzel would ask about his quirk, and she would just not talk at all. And she would just be looking out the window of the bus, and once they get to the Yoshe, they're chilling. So you say anything, or I gotta be frank, girl. She would just like, then once they get in Yoshe, they want to start. The lights will go out, then they will see a purple portal come out. Well, appear out of nowhere, and she would just like, then he would bring out his big sword and then stab it into the ground. Then just have it ready. And so like Mihawk, she would like, she would just like, the moment he saw the portal close, she would just like, he was about to move, but then he was too late, as he got sucked through a portal with Froppy, Quinzel, and Izuku in the water portion of the Yoshe. And the people that had water related quirks would try and tie Izuku, but then Izuku just like, Shugo just like, Anyway, and yeah, since he had his sword out already, he would just put both his hands on the sword and then slash straight down. And yeah, pretty much what Mihawk tried to do to Whitebeard, yeah, Suku did that to the villains underwater. Yeah, and pretty much all of them immediately got knocked out by it. Which, yeah, Suku made a weaker version of it too, where it wouldn't kill. So yeah, then Suku just get close to the ship and then stab into it, and it wouldn't even move in one bit. Then Suku just, then and he saw Quinzel's hair, which he knew was Quinzel's. Yeah, no one other than Quinzel had that type of hair in a UA. So yeah, well, in his class. So he'd be like, Quinzel, can you help me? Yeah. She's like, sure, Sora. And yeah, she would jump and then turn into her dragon form. And then grab Suku. Suku's sword would pop out as soon as he was moved from the ship. And yeah, Suku just flip it around and have it straight. And yeah, so like, probably here. And yeah, probably would jump and grab his hand. And yeah, they would fly. Then it would go to the land. And yeah, and then Shigaraki would try to go for probably. Then Suku just. Then Suku would put his sword, go to strike down on Shigaraki's arm. Yeah, then the Nomu would get in the way, and yeah, it gets sliced in half immediately. No, it's... Yeah. As soon as the Nomu got in front of Suku's swords, yeah, it got completely got sliced in half from the head down, and then Shigaraki's arm got cut off. And yeah, Shigaraki would just be like, how did you do it? Never. And yeah, Shigaraki would be like, life isn't fair. And then get ready to kill. And then he was right. Then Sugu would just use Conqueror's Hawkery on all the villains. And he pretty much only directed the Conqueror's Hawkery on every single villain there. And yeah, once it happened, yeah, all the villains just plopped to the ground unconscious. And yeah, everybody that was fighting were like, huh? What happened? And yeah. So yeah. And well, actually no. I'm gonna say Kirigiri had enough willpower to be able to withstand Itsuku's, but barely. So yeah, Kirigiri would use his quirk and get himself and Shigaraki out of there. So yeah, Shigaraki would be losing an arm, would be missing an arm. So yeah, and heroes would get, and yeah, the heroes wouldn't be informed because because you didn't never thought of the idea, and yeah, see what they think of it. So yeah, so we'll immediately go to Idaho, and make sure he's okay. And yeah, I still got plumbled. So yeah, after that day ended, the press tried to blame it on UA, but and Suku would just like, yeah, Suku would just be slightly angry. Yeah, when they try to talk to Izuku, well, when the press surrounded Izuku in Quenzel, because yeah, they're both going back to the cabin. Once once the press surrounded Izuku and Quenzel, Suku immediately just conquers Hawking. Yeah, just for plot's sake, Quenzel has conquers Hawking. Well, is able to use conquers Hawking. So yeah, and the press would get on their knees immediately after Izuku uses conquers Hawking. And yeah, Quenzel would only be shaking a little bit. And yeah, Suku would grab Quenzel's hand and walk, and then walk over, then step over the press. Yeah, then once Zulu got, then after a few minutes, they got out of his range, and yeah, they could stand up again. And yeah, they're gonna be stupid and try and talk to him again. Once they see him again, because yeah, they're stupid. So yeah, once he got back to his house, Quenzel was like, yeah. Once they got back to his cabin, Sue was just like, Quenzel, I'm telling you this now. You're living with me for that one. And yeah, she's like, what? And yeah, he's like, no excuses. I am not allowing you to get rabies or get sick. And yeah, she's like, fine. Yeah. Yeah, then they would train more. And that's where I'm going to leave it off for now. Anyway, if you like this, comment, and subscribe. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Peace. And I do have future plans for this. And you guys might like it.